Hey y'all, I'm getting ready to do something kind of funny and silly. We've been very busy and our garden has gotten completely out of hands. There are weeds everywhere. Right. So it's like there are green beans behind me and it's kind of hard to differentiate the green beans from the weeds. Over here there's lots of squash and zucchini and pumpkin plants. It's kind of hard to tell what's there, so I'm going to go ahead and just weed eat because it is beyond pulling these weeds right now. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do.
Look at all of those weeds. There's a lot of squash and pumpkin plants in there, but you can't see them very well. So, yep. Get it done.
Getting ready to tear it up. So, all right, here we go. So I totally missed that squash plant. That one got a pruning.
What?
Nothing?
Did you kill my squash?
Just one.
Hey.
It'll come back. All right, take two. Chopped one of our squash plants up on accident. It was so little I didn't see it amongst all the weeds. But I got a bigger weed eater so I can see better and cut better too. Well, maybe. Alright y'all, so earlier I was going to weed eat the garden, or I did weed eat the garden. I left the camera running, but the battery died. I'm not sure how much we've got. It might be like 30 seconds or it could be 10 minutes, I have no idea. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like now. So there's, that was really close. I just wanted to show you what it looks like now. There's still a lot of grass in the green beans. But I'm afraid to get too close to the plants because I don't want to cut my green bean plants down. So here are our green beans. You can actually see between the rows now, there's still lots of grass coming up in them. But let me see if I can find a baby green bean. Let's see here. There, oh, right here. Right there is a teeny tiny little baby green bean. And there are a bunch of those, so it won't be long and we're going to be harvesting lots and lots of green beans out here. And over here are watermelons. Actually, this is a cantaloupe. This whole row, they look a little better down there. And this row is I think Moon and Stars. There's some Moon and Stars watermelons. I'll pull this weed here. Okay. Yeah, these are Moon and Stars, ones with the spots on them. Hopefully you can see the spots on the leaves. They're kind of yellow. The lighting is kind of weird today. But yeah, there's our Moon and Stars. Oh, our butternut squash. I transplanted our butternut squash. And Yeah, I don't think it's stunning it at all. I pulled it out of the pig pen and moved it over here. So here's the green beans. And then over here is where like there were tremendous amounts of weeds. But I think this is where I was weed eating when I was videoing earlier. And I don't know if y'all can hear that. The rain frogs just started going off. There's like a pond over in that tree line, and it's full of rain frogs. So anyway, it's the evening. The yellow flies are starting to come out. But here are squash and zucchini. Let's see if I can find a baby zucchini. Over here, I saw one, I think. Yep, here's a couple baby zucchinis. And there's a baby zucchini right there. And another baby zucchini right here. And they are doing great. This is the best garden we've had here in Florida. So this is pretty exciting. And I just wish we could have stayed on top of it weeding it. But, I mean, this is a 50 by 85 foot garden. And there's a tremendous amount of space to weed. We'd be pulling weeds for a long time. Oh, here's a little yellow squash baby. Right there. Pretty cool. And I think these three right here, these three pumpkins, I think are the Big Macs. They're supposed to be huge. I mean, their vines are huge, so I'm assuming their pumpkins are going to be huge too. And then these are Cushaw up through here. And these are Sugar Baby, I think. Sugar Baby, Sugar Pie, something. They're pie pumpkins. I don't remember. Sugar Pie, yep. So then we come through the weeded patch. I'm kind of doing a garden update. I didn't plan on it. This is what's left of our potatoes. Our rotten little goats got in here. And we had 4 rows of potatoes, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants left now. So that was no good. Our corn is sparse. The chickens have been getting in. I mean, what's here looks good. The chickens have been getting in here and scratching everything up. And I can't keep them out. I've tried and tried to keep them out of here. And it's just not working. So, and these first 5 tomato plants are actually parts that we've pruned off of a bigger plant. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they all came off of this bigger tomato plant. And what we did was we pruned them down, we took them off and stuck them in a jar of water until they started getting roots. And hopefully they're going to take off now. We've done this before successfully in Virginia. We'll see if it works here in Florida. It should. So after that, we've got a few smaller cucumbers. Like there's one, this is probably the teeniest cucumber plant. And then pretty decent. You can see where the chickens have been in here scratching again. They've covered up this cucumber plant partly. And then over here, it must be better soil. The cucumbers are getting bigger. And we're gonna train them onto this fence here. And we've got a nice grassy patch. We were keeping our hay in here, but our round bales, but we're all out, so the grass is coming in. We've gotten some rain. But here's our bigger cucumbers, and there's actually some of them are blooming. And then over here, we have our other cucumbers coming along here. There's a little spot there with none, and there's more here, so we're doing good. I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty successful garden here this year, so it's exciting. So anyway, that's what we've got going on. That's our garden update, and weed eating of the garden. So it worked out. It's kind of the only option at this point. So there you go. That's what's going on in our garden. Look at it from this angle. It doesn't look bad. So there it is.